Hello, America. I'm coming to you today because I want to talk about something that's been going on in this country for a long time, but it does need a change. And I think people are so skeptical to change it because nobody knows what's going to happen. But think about it, people, we must all be more positive because in today's time, we can make a change, a real American change. I would like to restore gun rights to low class felons, non-violent, because it doesn't even make sense. We need to change the law to the point that for low class things like that should not even touch gun rights unless for some reason they consider that it needs to be done. I don't want to just change the law and make it a wild, wild west. What I want to do is make it where some people can put a smile on their face again, they can feel whole again, and they can feel like a real American. Because that's what America's supposed to stand for, right? You got plenty of people out here that has done things wrong maybe, 25, 30 years ago, and they're still suffering. They paid their taxes probably the whole time. They worked the whole time, and they had to protect their family. And in today's time, in today's technology, there's no reason to leave it off the ballot. This should be the number one thing talked about on the ballot because it affects all Americans. Believe it or not, it affects all Americans. Because a low-class felon is no different from a misdemeanor. It's time for that to be known and understood and stop putting people in a box and closing the top and just saying no. We have judicial systems. We can give jobs to judges and lawyers. We have judicial systems that we can put in place to weave out the unnecessariness. You got real people out here, that made mistakes, but are still good people, still good Americans, and the government knows it. It's time for us to take a stand on something. We all probably have family members that are good people, but they can't go hunting. They can protect their family because of something that was done a long time ago and probably wasn't even violent. It's time for America to realize that felon, just because you hear the word felon don't mean you dealing with some crazy psychotic person that, if you give them a gun, they're going to end the world. That's already happening. What I would like to see is America come together, stand together, and fix things and make America again. Y'all say y'all want to make America great again. Well, let's start by getting the weapons and guns out of people's hands that don't need to be and restoring them to good working class citizens paying their taxes and taking care of their families. And they just want to feel like the next American. Of course, they might have made a mistake. But if it was a non-violent, low-class felon, I think they should get their gun rights back. Why we can't put a judge in place and lawyers in place and have court to determine these things instead of just saying no? That's not the America that most people believe in. Because while you saying no to the people who are trying and working hard to do the right thing, you got people out here that don't care and they're doing what they want to do anyway. So I just would love for the federal government to show a sign of a heartbeat, of a life towards the American people, and know that you can put some trust into us. We can have a 7-year waiting period. And if that person does not get into no trouble, no harm, no foul in those 7 years, I truly believe that he should be able to go before a judge and let that judge determine if his gun right should be restored or not. This is not a color thing, of course. This is not a color thing or a race thing or anything like that. This affects every American in the world because nobody knows their future. And you never know when you be in that lineup. So that's why I say every American should really think about this. Because what you tell another man, no, he cannot. He might be the same man there one day, ready to save your life if he could, if just because he was there and just because he can. It is discrimination. How long would America allow Americans to be discriminated on? Long time ago, before we had the technology and the things put in place that we have today, it might have been hard. But I feel like in today's time, with the knowledge and technology that we have today, I think it could be easily done. And hey, you got more judges on payroll. You got more lawyers on payroll. So you're even adding to jobs. I believe there's plenty of Americans that deserve their rights back. And I think the government should honor us in that. Because everybody in this world and in the United States is not crazy. Think about it, America. To me, that will be a small part of making America great again when you start being like Americans. The land of the free is going away unless we stand up and believe in something. Then it all pass away. The chaos hasn't stopped, and the chaos isn't going to stop. So restoring gun rights to good people can only make the situation better. Because at the end of the day, they tell you, certain charges and stuff like that, doesn't make you. You have police officers don't even agree with the law. There's a lot of people in this world that probably don't deserve it. I understand. But we are concerned about the people who do. I am serious about this. I want to start a petition about this. I want to start a movement about this. Because it's time. It's getting ready to be 2017. And it's just a law that's in place that it's like they don't have any time for you. Come on, America. Come on, America. What do you believe would be the right thing to do? Comment, suggest. Have a great day. Thank you for listening.